Welcome, Crane Eater, to another episode of From the Pastor's Heart. I'm Pastor Patrick, and today I want to share with you a little bit about our Road to the Resurrection series that's coming up, starting Palm Sunday and following every day of Holy Week. One of our pastors are going to share with you the events during Holy Week, starting with Palm Sunday and each day leading up to the crucifixion and resurrection. Uh, Now, you may be saying, I know the Easter story. I know, what happens in this, that, and the other, but we thought that it would be a good idea for us to do things a little differently. We wanted to share with you in a somewhat dramatic way of our interpretation of the scriptures, and each of our pastors have really put in the time and the energy and the research to be able to do these videos, and we hope that you enjoy them. But we also hope that they minister to your spirit and to your life. One of the goals and the mandates that our church has put forth, Crane Eater has put forth in 2024, is we're going to reach the lost. That's our main goal in 2024. We want to reach the lost. Well, what better way to share the gospel with people than to present it in a way that's entertaining and informational? So as you're watching these videos in the coming weeks and during the Easter season, please feel free to share them. It'll be on Facebook. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on the church website, www.craneeater.com. Feel free to share it. Feel free to let people watch it or let them know about it. Help us spread the word about this, because honestly, I think it's going to be a good tool for us to be able to use. Now, that may sound a little self-serving, since this has been my idea and my brainchild and all those wonderful things, but I do believe that God is in it. I believe that everything that we have recorded, everything that's going to transpire during Holy Week, I think God has had his hand in it. Things have really just fell into place. It took a while for us to get there, but once we got started, it really fell into place. And I'll tell you, it is in all my time of recording videos and doing this type of work, I've never really had multiple experiences of people being able to get through a 8 to 10 minute video in one take without messing up and having to restart. It's very rare. And I will tell you that, let's see, let me count them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's been 7 or 8 of us that have recorded videos, and I know of at least 5 of them that off the top of my head that we were done in one take. No mess ups, no malfunctions, nothing happened to mess up the first take. Everything happened in one take. And you say, well, big deal. Well, I encourage you, if you think it's no big deal to stand in front of a camera and recite lines and do some other things and do it for 10 minutes without getting tongue tied or messing up, please come see me. We'll set the camera up and let you go at it. But it's very rare for someone to be able to do that. And we had 4 or 5 of them really go through, and we filmed some of these videos we filmed in the church, and some of these videos we filmed off site, out in the community, out in the outdoors. And I promise you, it is not an easy thing, and not to stay on task, but God provided each person with the ability to get through their videoing and recording to the point that it just fell through. It fell into place, and it was very awesome. As the director and producer of these videos, I was touched by actually how much and how well these things went together. I know one instance when one of our pastors came in and they were slightly hesitant. They were kind of, didn't know what to do, didn't know what to say. They knew the content, they knew the story, they knew the what they wanted to share, but they were unsure about the quote unquote acting part of it. They originally were just going to come in and sit down in front of the camera in a chair and just basically read the scriptures to you. And honestly, I would have been okay with that. But I was able to share with them what some of the other, how we had done some of the other videos, and this one of our pastors said, okay, well, let's give it a shot. So they went into the back and got a costume on and come up to the stage to record. And I promise you, they had no script, they had no teleprompter, they had no prior preparing, but they got on the stage and they recorded their video in one shot. Tell me God ain't in this. Tell me God's not into what we're doing here at Crane Eater. God is in it. Why is God in it? Why does God care about it? Why does God care about our Easter videos or this process? Number one, because we care about it. We care about it. This is an avenue for us to be able to educate people that have been in church for a while, and it's ability for us to present the gospel to those people that may never have heard the Easter story or even know exactly what goes on during Holy Week or what Holy Week stands for. I've learned some things during these videos that I wasn't aware of. You know, I know what a triclinium is. I've always called it a triceratops. So, you know, just being able to renounce what it is is an improvement for me. I've learned some other things in doing this. I've also learned this one thing. The pastors at Crane Eater, each one of us love you. We care about you to the point that we are willing to sacrifice our time and get out of our comfort zone and do things that we are unsure about, not for our glory, not for our exaltation, but so that God be edified and God be lifted up. So during this Easter time and these next couple of weeks, I want to encourage you. Number one, share the gospel. I used to tell our teens when I was a youth pastor, I used to tell them this right here, and I tell you this today in closing. Share the gospel in everything you do. When necessary, use words. That means your actions speak louder than words. If you call yourself a Christian, act like it. I love you. I'm praying for you. And looking forward to seeing you at Crane Eater or live here on Facebook and YouTube. God bless you, and we'll see you the next time.